Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is cold outside and it's beginning to feel like fall. And if you know me, you know I love DIYs. So I thought this was the perfect time to start my fall DIYs and decorations. And I wanted to show you guys how I did it. First off, I wanted to show you my wreath from last year. I was walking through an apartment complex and I saw this beautiful wreath that inspired me to want to make another wreath this year. So I am going to make two wreaths this year. I have another wire wreath here and a grapevine wreath here. So if you are interested in seeing how I turn these into these, keep on watching. So for this, I am going to be using the burlap, and it is about $5 at Michael's. I had a 50% off coupon, so it was about $2.50. So to start it off, you will fold this in half and then in half again. And then you can use wire, or I have pipe cleaners here, or you can use zip ties, whatever you find that can get through these holes and secure the burlap to the wreath. So I'm using this pipe cleaner, and these are only $1 from Dollar Tree. So you have this, and you want to tie this on the back, or from the back, and along this row here. So I'm just going to tie it a few times, and then I'll cut it later. So first, I think I did this wrong. You're supposed to tie it to this to anchor it to the wreath so that it won't move like mine is doing now. So just untying this. And we're going to tie it under here and around here so that it will no longer move. And you want to do it tight a few times, and we'll cut that later. So the first step is done. Now you're just going to push the burlap through the hole, and you want to start from the inside and work your way out. So the innermost space here, you're going to push the burlap through, and you're supposed to do like 2 or 3 inches or whatever, however you see fit. I'm going to do about this much, looks like 2 inches or so. And then I'm going to push the burlap through the second loop. And you have to hold it kind of steady to make sure that it doesn't move around. Then you'll do the same thing for the third piece. And so when you get to the outside, you're going to scrunch it together like so. And then when you flip it over, you should turn it, hold it tight and turn it a few times. And then you're going to start back at the inside. So you'll pull it through here, and turning your material is supposed to give it a little hold as well. So you turn that and then push it right through here like you did before. Okay. And then you want to do the same thing. So you go through the second loop, pull it through. It doesn't have to be perfectly even to the others, but just relatively even. You want to get it as close as you can, but it does not have to be perfect. So I have 2 here. And I was going to go for the 2 look, but it doesn't give you that effect that I've seen on others. So I'm going to actually add a third row of the burlap here. So I'm going to scrunch it together some more like this. And then on the other side, I am going to hold it tight and twist it again. So you kind of get a hold there. And then like I did the first two batches, I'm going to start from the inside. So now you have one section complete, and you can do your fluffing or whatever to make it look how you want it to look before you move on to the next section. So once you're done with the 3 rows here, you're going to turn it back over and you'll do the twist again, like you do every single time you get to the very end. You'll twist it and then you'll start over. On the innermost ring. That. All right, so now we are at the end. This is how it is looking. This is how I wanted it to look. So you can like play around with the positioning of the material if you want. Make sure you're hiding all of the wireframe. So for the end, you do the same thing. You can fold it in half. Fold it in half and then fold it in half again. And you can actually cut it while you are here. I'm trying to get it straight so I can cut it straight. And I'm gonna cut it. And I could use this one if I wanted. Yeah, I'll just use this one. So I'm gonna cut this pipe cleaner here. And put it through the 4 layers as I did at the very beginning and in the middle. Easily going through it, so don't have to do it one by one. Pulling, and then you want to find the middle section again. This might be a little tough to get to, but you want to find that. And you want to tie it. And then you are done with making it. So all you have to do is decorate it. And you're going to want to fold in the orange parts. Although you won't be able to see it from the front. You can fold it in to make it less noticeable. In the back, no one's going to see it. You can cut where you need to. So here is the burlap wreath. And now we are going to go to decorate it. So now we can go to the decoration portion. And of course I have a lot of little things that you can add to it. I got some tulle, some ribbons, some cornucopia fruits. Is a pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable? Got those. And literally all this stuff was from the dollar store except for this and this. Okay, so I'll use these pliers. You can use this little section to cut the wire. So that is what I'm going to do because these have wires underneath the plastic. I can add things to it as I see fit. Don't know how I'm going to attach this. So I'm gonna do this again. Or I can use pipe cleaners. The green to match the stem so it doesn't look too harsh or too bad. Let's see if I can do this instead. I just used the pipe cleaner to put it through the burlap there. And I'm going to wrap the flowers and I'll cut them as soon as I'm done so we don't see the wire here. Tie it tight. Making it work out here. Okay, and then there you have it. This is the first wreath, and this one took a little while, maybe 20 minutes to put the burlap on, and then a little more time just to figure out how I was going to attach the flowers and everything. I needed to add more, so I added more flowers to the bottom and to the top. Also, I added the tulle going around the other side. So this is now what it looks like. Now I'll be moving on to the next one. So I am back and I am going to decorate the grapevine wreath. This one will not take as long as the other one because there's nothing to actually create. We're just decorating. So let's get started. This is the wreath that I was saying was inspired by another wreath that I saw on the door. So I want to kind of imitate it. So I'm going to use this. It's like a straw. It's called Rafia. It's like a straw, like hay type material. I'm gonna use flowers, assorted flowers and other floral pieces. I'll use pumpkins. I have little small ones that have little picks on them, and then I have a large one here. And I also have leaves and acorns. So this wreath was from Michael's and I paid about $3-4 for this, but all of the other accessories, everything else was $1. I got these mostly from the dollar store. The Dollar Tree was $5 from Michael's. So now I'm going to start cutting things and just putting things where I think I want them. I'm not gluing anything yet. I'm just getting an idea of what my wreath will look like. And this time with the flowers, instead of tying them on, I will actually be using the hot glue gun to attach them to the wreath. So I'll stick them through there and then have the hot glue gun to reinforce. So it's kind of like a messy, feel to it. I'm just doing what I feel. There's no right or wrong way to do it because it's yours. Do what makes you happy. So one thing I did, I thought this was pretty cool. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I wanna make another one. So I'll show you guys what I did. This is material, it's cheap. I got it from the dollar store, but it reminds me of the burlap, like with the way that it folds. So I'm going to fold it 3 or 4 times. It gets tangled because the edges aren't like sewn together. It's like, it's not smooth. So I'm gonna cut it and then I just scrunch it together like I did with the wreath. I just took a rubber band that I use for my hair and I'm going to tie it to make it stay. So now I glued on a lot of pieces, but I want to add this. I'm going to put it here. Just something to give it some flavor. I don't know what to call this, but it's a little design there. Now I'm going to just finish gluing and I'll be back when I'm about done. So I just finished with the wreath and this is what I have right now. This is my wreath. It's a lot going on, but it looks very similar to the wreath that I saw. Just added this, it's like really extra. But I thought it gave it a nice, unique touch. So there you have it. This is one, and this is the other, the one that I made earlier. And they are really easy to do. Doesn't take too much time. So this was an easy DIY or 2 DIYs that you can do to spice up your house for the fall and to save a few coins. I spent $30 to make both of these wreaths. And you can do the same. Comment below to tell me which one is your favorite. If it's A, the burlap wreath, or B, the grapevine leaf. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button below and don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content like this. And don't forget to follow me on all social media at Gabrielle Ishell. I will see you guys next week. Bye.